Hi, everybody. My name is Joshua Bermudez, and I am in the MBA program, like many of you, um, concentrating in compliance, risk, and anti money laundering, which goes very well with my current professional career, being a senior accountant for Optum Orthopedics. I mainly prepare department and service level financial documents. I mainly work in rev cycle, anything to kind of do with company revenue, getting those entries into our proprietary system. Um, and I also kind of focus a bit more on payroll as well. So I take what the HR team is doing and pretty much upload, create the journal entries for what we're paying out for all of pretty much all of our employees. So it's a lot of sensitive data and all that. So it takes a very experienced, very trusted individual to handle that type of information. Um, so a little bit about my background. Started off as a junior accountant, worked my way up to staff accountant at a small time real estate company. Kind of, grew my wings, decided to kind of leave that nest and ended up working for Robert Half, which was more of a project based accounting company. So they had an internal team of staff accountants that would go to other companies and help do their accounting. Essentially what would happen was they would put me on projects for a couple of months at a specific industry, specific company, and I would go there, work, get the job done, and then kind of move on to my next project. I was salaried, so it wasn't really, temporary placement. I was just one of their internal employees that would just go from place to place as needed. So it kind of opened up a little bit of my experience. It kind of helped me grow a lot more as an accountant as well, since I was able to see the different industries I was able to work for. Talk a lot with the controllers that were putting into practice a lot of the internal controls and a lot of the processes and procedures that their internal accountants were abiding by, and being able to kind of just see the general workflow from company to company. Like I stated, I kind of started on off in real estate, so I was very strong on that industry. But then I ended up kind of seeing more service level industries like AC, plumbing, things like that. Eventually, ended up going to L'Oreal, so I was able to see a little bit of the makeup industry as well. So they're incredibly busy. It's most of you would probably know, due to the fact that makeup is incredibly popular, and that's one of the biggest name brands. They were a blast to work for. They really did appreciate the work I did with them. Eventually, I left Robert Half, moved into another staff accountant role at USI, based out of Sarasota, Florida, and mainly just worked on getting various journal entries in and doing month end reporting for a eyeglass company. They kind of worked with everything to do with your eyes, so like LASIK surgeries, getting your frames, getting the glasses built, all that. So it's very interesting to kind of see how that all worked. And it was also kind of like a new industry. And now I'm a senior accountant, working for Optum Orthopedics, mainly working on the revenue cycle side of things and payroll. So that's kind of my bread and butter. However, I work very close with the CFO of the company that's kind of running things right now. So I'm able to kind of see how what she's creating, what she's working with, how she's getting her portion of the job done, meeting with the board of directors and whatnot, for the company I'm currently working with. So I'm still learning quite a bit, and I hope to eventually move on into I guess a little bit more of a senior role. Being accounting manager or even a controller or controller's assistant. Just kind of building myself and moving on to the next phase. So it's the main reason I want to get an MBA and eventually get like a CMA or a CPA. Some things I kind of want to learn from this course is just generally how to deal with employees. It's very important that as you move up and you have a team that you can accommodate, how how your employees can operate within the company, and make sure to understand productivity levels, KPIs, because it's easy as an accountant. It's really easy to look at the numbers, but it's also important to understand why employees do the things they do and how to kind of manage that while also providing a great work experience and a great work environment. Um, you know, I've seen a couple of companies where it's a little bit more grindy. It's more just corporate, more of a number, and that just does not seem to be the way I would like to manage a team in the future. So hope to learn to become a better manager. Get a little bit more of a deeper insight into great mindset of how a manager can manage quite a bit better actually. Because it's very important to me and it's very important to my growth as a person and individual. One unique thing about myself. So if you guys are paying attention in the video I'm creating for you guys today, I'm kind of a little bit of a nerd. I'm not like super out of touch with most things. I grew up on video games and Pokemon. I'm pretty sure most of us have Dragon Ball, so kind of a little bit nerdy. I have a master collection of pretty much every single Pokemon game ever created. Most of them are off to be graded and whatnot. I mean, I have like kind of a fascination with it. It's just fun to kind of collect. They're also kind of worth quite a bit of money as well. I also play competitive card games occasionally as well with a couple of my friends that are around the same age. So it's just fun to kind of develop a hobby, have some fun, and also honestly kind of make some money too because there's a lot of money, a lot of I guess investment opportunities when it comes to hobbies and collecting. So pretty sure if you guys have been around social media, you kind of understand that people can make a lot of money off cardboard, or video games these days. So it's pretty nice to kind of get in there and see how that market's starting to grow more and more. And it does not look like it's stopping, so that's fun too. I hope to work very well with everybody in the class and hope to have a really good semester with everybody. So have a good one.